Tenra Bansho 0. Let's go. Okay.
Bionic Warriors.
So last we left off, our team, the Merciful and Cowardly Fists, were on a carriage ride into the continent of Yakuzan. There, we found ourselves in 3 pretty interesting towns, immersed in the culture of Yakuzan. The entire continent centered heavily around their beliefs in art, in creation, music, and culture. So much so that the lands themselves, the very essence of the air, conforms to these beliefs. Our team encountered 2 bounty hunters which had stolen the carriage that they were originally planned to go on. So to take the team, specifically Tiguya, and return him to the samurai that is hunting him. I believe his name is Jozu, was it? I'll ask Ratbag about that. Oh, I forgot to loop the song.
Difficulties?
Okay. The 2 bounty hunters, as well as the gangsters of the Rhyme Gang Orange that encountered the entire team, were swiftly defeated by some sick-ass rhymes on the party's behalf, as well as one of the team members just kind of shooting them. I don't know. And afterwards, our team found themselves inside one of the 3 towns of this little tri-town area. Now let me pull up their names actually. Pull up the town names actually.
Harsh, some Fickle, Truth, and Dead Silent.
Okay. Let me
It should be.
Harsh. Just writing it down again.
Mark down.
Alrighty. Well, half of our team finds themselves in the Bearded Draken, a running fast food chain that serves Western food from the other side of the world, from the people and the culture that revolves around that ocean. The other half of our team finds themselves out in the streets, walking away from a brothel, a Kugutsu brothel. If I remember, if that was what that was correctly.
Yes.
Yeah. So, can you guys remind me which teams you've all decided to stay in? I believe Yoshida stayed at the Bearded Draken. Who was accompanying Yoshida? Okay. So it was Rasu and Yoshida staying at the Draken, whereas Tiguya, Yasha, and Hisoka are essentially roaming the streets now. Would anyone like to start us off? Actually, the characters on the streets, please start us off. I will say. We'll just what do you find yourself doing, or we could wait until that gets back.
Yeah, I mean we can take it.
Currently, I'll say this. Tiguya is away being heckled by a homeless man. The homeless man is wearing like all golden clothing.
Get your talismans! Get your talismans!
You see an old lady walk past.
Only 10 pickle! Only 10 pickle!
I approached the homeless person.
Wait, the homeless person or the old lady advertising talismans?
Homeless person.
Oh, okay. So you leave behind the lady advertising and you approach the homeless man. 10 mon is all I need. He coughs into his golden collar.
How come you have all this gold on you?
He begins visibly sweating. 10 mon.
Talismans! Get your talismans!
I
Can you hear Ralphie?
Only 10 pickles!
You for
I
a split second.
did ask.
Go on.
I did ask a question. You know, it's pretty rude not to answer.
I'm sorry. My hearing isn't so good. Did you say you could give me 10 mon? The old man.
10 pickles!
The old man, like, you see him and the old lady advertising talismans make eye contact for a second, and then he goes back, 10 mon, please, fix my hearing and my coughing issue.
10 pickles! Talismans!
I have a question.
What's up?
Can we rob him?
Let's go.
That's your... I don't know why you're asking me that. Maybe your character should be figuring that out right now.
Well,
Tiguya walks up behind Hisoka. tap you on the shoulder.
We should rob that old fucker.
Literally, you just talk to him and then just go up. It's like, yeah.
Talismans that tell you your
I know
fortune
that's like
and your future.
knuckles.
Only 10 pickles! Ah!
The old woman
Said that-
continues, like, yelling behind you, advertising her talismans. You realize that she stopped walking, and she's just standing behind you guys, yelling in your general direction, as though she's beckoning you.
Hisoka, how do we rob this baby? How do we do it?
So currently, on one end, there's an old man in a completely golden attire sitting there, and a woman advertising her fortune talismans on the other side.
So we could rob both of them, Hisoka.
Am I close
Neutral,
enough
are
to
they
hear
looking
him?
at the old man?
They're saying this directly in front of him, like in earshot. And yes, Yasha, you're right next to them.
The old lady starts to put pickles in your pockets.
While I'm talking to Hisoka.
Oh, thank you. Now, as I was saying, only 10 pickles? Oh, you have pickles for me? Oh,
Yeah,
would you like to buy some talismans?
Take a Nike shit right back to start us off. That was really good. So yeah, one Nike shit to Ratbag. Just that was so good. Please, I must reunite with my long lost lady.
Lady?
I point.
I must reunite with my lost husband.
I point in the direction past the old man, and wait for him to look.
Why are you pointing at the wall behind me?
Why are you pointing at me? It's rude to point. I'm
Before
sorry.
he turns around, I use my disguise kit to look like the old lady.
What? She's right there.
I turn around and I just knock out the old lady with a karate chop.
Oh god.
I just start dragging her away into an alley.
And,
Pickle.
while the lady is being dragged away, I try my best to shield her.
Like Yasha's like standing in front of her so like no one sees.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yasha's a bro, lady.
Might as well roll with the punches.
The old man just with holding his golden cup. Why do I feel like somebody just broke a crime in my vicinity? 10 mon, please! 10 mon! So all three of you are currently just holding this knocked out old lady in an alleyway. Meanwhile, Hisoka looks exactly like her.
Wait. Okay, well, so they mentioned like missing someone, right?
Essentially, yeah, the old man is saying that he misses his lady.
Okay, I go up to him and hug him.
Before anything,
Oh, okay.
while you guys are hauling this old lady into the alleyway, Hisoka looking like her, a guard with like a katana is just patrolling and walks past the alleyway and looks in and sees all three of you, old lady in hand, and looks at you, Hisoka, still disguised as the old lady. It's a Tuesday night again, isn't it, Mrs. Moogie Moogie? Good luck. He just walks away.
I give him a single nod.
Okay, go on, Hisoka.
I go to the old man, hold him up close to me, and see if he can recognize like the person I am.
Dear God, why are you so ugly?
I shake him a bit, trying to see if he can remember.
You wouldn't know.
My bad eyesight. It hurts so much.
I shove a pickle in his mouth. And I take his golden cup.
How are you going to take your coat?
Well,
I was watching out of the alleyway with one of my arrows, and as soon as he takes the cup, I cast Shadow Flight, go over there, and just rip off his cloak.
you know in the cartoons where you like someone takes their clothes off and they're just in their tidy whities like perfectly. You have done this to this man, shoes and all. Like it's not physically possible.
And like in a blink of an eye, I'm back in the alleyway.
You realize this man was ripped.
Oh, wait, what?
This man was ripped, and yeah, and he's just not like kind of he's passed out from choking in the pickle, and he's laying there in like stereotypical tidy whities. What's up?
Another guard passes by, looks in your general direction, Tiguya and Hisoka, and says to himself, "Ah man, it's a second Monday." And just continue rolling on.
You guys figure that you guys are in Harsh Sum currently. Harsh Sum is the closest, I believe. Retcon that if that's not consistent with before. But you guys figure that Harsh Sum's security is not the greatest, as is consistent with many places you've been.
I walk out of the alleyway in his cloak.
You know, Hisoka, we could probably rob everybody over here. These people are kind of
I nod eagerly as I look around for more people.
Yeah, I wouldn't want to put anybody in trouble. Are you guys okay with robbing everybody? I look at everybody else.
So before anything, Hisoka, please write down you have a 500. Wait, no, not 5. A 5,000 mon cup.
5,000 mon.
That's
go.
5. That's 5 gold. That's 5 coins worth of gold. It is diluted, and you. You kind of begin, pulling and tugging at your outfit, Tiguya, and you realize that it was kind of just, like, the shoes are pure gold. I'd say that's 10,000 mons worth, or, that's like 10 gold. The shoes.
Yeah.
The rest of the outfit is brass that was, like, painted with a coating of gold paint. Like, keep in mind, like, when you're wearing this, you have to make a genuine effort to bend the brass. It is solid brass.
What the?
Yeah. It's kind of hard to move, hustle.
You guys, before anything, you guys look on the street and look into the alleyway, and and both the old man and the old woman are gone.
Seems like it isn't their first rodeo. I mean, they didn't even try to kill us.
What the hell was this?
What do
I
you?
shrug.
Well, you see, when there's money to be made, me and Hisoka, we step up to the plate.
Then I was coming down the street.
There's a man you hear coming rapping behind, rapping right behind you guys, just passing by. Whoever is like most visible, and are you guys out of the alleyway still?
Oh my
I believe so. Yeah.
Yeah, we should be.
He's looking really fine. Oh, wait, you dropped this dime. Oh, you come to Charlie. Where's Charlie? Oh, I'm sorry. You drive that Galari? Oh, you look like you have some swag up in this shag. I want you to bring it down so we can go to over the route town.
You figure this man is immediately part of the Rhyme Gang Orange, considering he's rhyming at all times. He is big. He's a bit bigger than the rest of the Kijin that you've seen come from that gang so far. He is adorned with a velvet suit.
You guys don't really stink, but you wouldn't mind if I give you a drink.
He like
I pulled out my cup.
he pulls out like they're not gang signs, but he like it's like he's doing symbols within the air as if he's drawing at the same time with his like his index and middle finger on both of his hands, and some of them like swirl so past your like your eyes and ears so fast you're not sure what symbols they were. But you could have swore one of them went a little lower than you noticed, and might want to check your coin pouches as he starts to move away. No drinks? Alright. Well, next time, I guess I'll go tink. He runs away.
What the fuck just
Mitchell,
happened?
alright. Can I roll like a D3 to see which of the, or a D2 to see which one of them I took the pouch from?
We're
Sure.
Alright.
we're all in there, aren't we?
So one for Tiguya, the other for Hisoka.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, let's go. So,
I think you guys just got robbed.
I'll just roll a coin. I'll just flip a coin. Heads for Hisoka, tails for Tiguya.
Go for it.
Tails.
Let's go.
You're now missing a coin pouch.
Wait,
You haven't noticed
Did
it
he
yet.
notice this?
You haven't noticed
okay.
it yet.
Wait, which one of us?
But
Me
should they roll a perception check just to see?
I'd say eventually.
The guy's about 100 feet away now, kind of like slowly like. He has a really strange gait. He's like taking like an ostrich step.
Oh man.
He's like he's lifting up his legs really high, and then like put him on like the ground really forcefully, as if he's trying to assert a step.
I would so he stole his Hisoka's money pouch.
Mm-hmm.
So Hisoka,
oh mine.
do you have any mon besides the cup, by the way?
I don't believe so. Yeah.
Yeah,
I don't.
This man just went up to these guys and stole the pouch of the only broke one there and walked away.
Wait, actually, inside is some of the pickles that the old lady gave us.
Let's go.
Are you content with that, Takkul?
Pickles? Oh, well, I'll fancy a tickle.
You hear
What you
hear-
know about?
You hear this man's rhymes bellow out down the street as you watch him, completely aware of what he's just done. So yeah, I guess you lose your coin pouch with like 4 or 5 pickles in it, Hisoka. I'm sorry.
Unfortunate.
Sometimes the world just has to do you like that. Yeah. So you guys keep mind of the mon that these items give you. You don't have to go and exchange them or anything. Just treat it like mon. Just treat it like, it automatically convert into mon. And if you're ever wondering how it works, where you use like some of the mon, just say that you like broke a piece off of it or something.
I see. How do you spell mon, by the way?
Mon, M-O-N.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So let me do this. Doot. Okay, gotcha. Thank you, Takkul. Yeah. Okay, sweet. Okay. Oh, I like it. Okay. So the rest of so you three, Yasha, Hisoka, Tiguya, continue wandering the streets. Before, so this is for all of you. Before your endeavor, Hebizai said that you should be expecting some word from either her or affiliated shinobi in this area when the time is right to continue towards the ocean. So at the moment, you're just waiting for like when you are to get when you're to get word of what to do. So it's essentially off time until then.
I see.
So while you guys are roaming the streets, back in the Bearded Draken, I'll say, for the moment, Yoshida and Ross have kind of parted ways. In a little bit, like Yoshida, like, I'll say they're kind of separated and out of eye shot. Because let me do this. So Yoshida, you find yourself at the bar, just waiting on Ross to come back, just so you can talk more about your mission.
You wanna order something? I think. Why you looking all so dreadful? You want something? And get you a drink. Some pickle rum.
Give me the finest steel you have, then.
Okay, we'll get the finest pickle rum we have. We call it Bon Jovi's. You'll like it.
Yoshida, you are like, you've seen the video where it's like, give me a drink, bartender. They slide.
Oh my god!
Just like a jar full of this immaculate green juice, and you catch it in your hand. It does not fall off the counter. You catch it in your hand, and the touch of the glass alone makes you shiver. That's how sour it is.
What? I haven't even drank it yet?
Yeah, you can feel how sour it is just by touching the glass. This is Western Ocean pickle juice.
Finest Bon Jovi we got, sweetie.
It's called Bon Jovi.
Bon Jovi.
You sit there for a moment, and just before anything, just a random Kugutsu from the streets walks in and sits at the bar. You notice from her attire that she is one of the courtesans or prostitutes from the brothel down the street, adorned with a kind of a kimono that's covered in like very flowery patterns draping off her shoulder, the usual look. And she says, "1 Bon Jovi, please." Very slyly at the bartender lady.
You got it. Toots.
You did that way too well, bro.
And for a moment, Yoshida, you blink, and when you open your eyes, the Kugutsu is Hebizai, and she is staring directly at you.
Huh.
She takes a sip of the pickle juice, and she clacks it back down onto the table. I see you and your party have made it to the to your first objective. Very nice work, but
Yeah.
But I have something to address with you in particular, Mrs. Aristocrat.
Oh.
You see, I brought you all together as a band of mercenaries, but I would prefer if you followed the rules and the lay of the land, not to keep your mission discreet. I hear you attempted
You're trying to look to buy some land here. We got some flyers from, like, some real estate down the street. Here you go, honey. Alright, thank you.
She waits for the bartendress to take a few steps away, go back to wiping her glass. What I hear, or what's come to my attention, is that you attempted to fire upon some gang members while they were doing a poetry ritual towards you all. I would please ask you to respect the rules of this land. They may be a gang, but the law of the world around us is something that should be heeded.
Oh, what's that? You want some gangrene Gucci? Alright. That's 2 gangrene Gucci for the lasses.
Now I know what that bartender looks like.
Exactly.
Lord.
She rolls over some gangrene Guccis, and they're just very fancy takoyaki.
Ooh.
Hebizai is interrupted and looks at the takoyaki for a second, takes a bite of one of them, and says, "It's going on her tab, by the way," and points at you, Yoshida.
You want some tib tab tapabathas? Alright, that's two more tib
No,
tab
we're good. We're okay. We're good. We don't need anything else.
Are you sure?
Yes.
Okay. Okay. I'll be all night, sweeties.
Wait.
So
I guess I take a drink. What? It tastes sour.
yeah,
Or
it's
some
very
stuff.
sour. It's like a liquid warhead.
I think it's it, and then immediately spit it out to the side.
There is an aftertaste of like a creamy sweetness that
Yeah, the
is actually a
aftertaste-
little pleasant.
The
It's
aftertaste,
like it's like the opposite of a warhead. You get like the tart sour first, and then
What do you mean warhead?
it's a sour candy.
it's a sour candy.
That's the
He
sour
might not have had it. Anyway, it's actually very pleasant after you let the aftertaste kick in.
Yeah.
Oh,
It's
you
usually
mean
most.
Oh,
Yeah.
Yeah, because most aftertastes are actually sometimes unpleasant, but this one, the people who know about this drink actually wait for it to they let it kind of settle in their mouth for the sweetness to take over.
I spit it out.
Heavy's eye takes a bite, takes an entire takoyaki, and goes, and is like blowing out steam, and you just chews and says, oh, look, Mrs. Aristocrat, all I'm saying is you have some very, very fancy guns there, but when you're part of this team, I can humbly request that you don't use them willy-nilly. I don't want you to go shooting and killing innocents. The gangs here aren't exactly the most, well, they don't have that much blood in their hands. They just do poetry at people until they die. So please respect that and try to learn to rhyme.
Respect how they kill people.
Yes.
Then you shall respect how I kill others.
What's this about killing? I used to
Leave us to our business, lady. She says
Hey,
to the.
you know, I used to work with your gang, your group, about 20 years back, and I want to eat a lip from you, sweetie.
Heavy's eye gives this lady a look as though she has no idea what she's talking about. Because Heavy's eye's the one that founded her shinobi.
Probably the other gang.
So Heavy's eye hears your retort and gives you a very sharp eye. For a moment, her pupils dilate as though she's almost turned into a snake for but a moment, and she says, "So be it. But I warn you, sometimes breaking the laws of the land can bring judgment down upon you." You stare at her as she finishes the third takoyaki that's come out on her little paper bowl, and you see her begin to put her nail into her face as though she's going to begin peeling at something. And you blink, and you see, after you open your eyes, the Kugutsu prostitute that was sitting there with a shikigami paper in her hands, and she's wide-eyed for a second, and goes, "Huh? What? Huh? That was weird." And she just kind of stands up and holds her forehead to check if she's sick, and just walks out of the bar.
Guess I'll finish the rest of the takoyaki thing. Whatever.
Yeah. And so at this point, what are you doing, Bocchi?
Get your green flavor medicine here. We got what we call the nuclear expansion mansion.
Nuclear expansion mansion? Whoa, what's that one do? Says just this delinquent looking Yankee dude with a pompadour.
Yo, it's me, Brasso. I will give you these good old greenos for you.
Yo!
If you give me some monos.
Yo, he's got the tongues, guys! He's got the tongues! And
Continue.
A bunch of Yankees with metal bats and leather jackets. Some have sunglasses. They all just kind of crowd around you, oh, you know.
I literally just stand up, throw some of the green green candies at them and just spin my like Tenga head around. It's like yo yo yo.
Yo! Oh shit! Oh shit! It's like they're all like in an uproar. You look over their shoulders.
Yeah, you actually wait. Oh shit, you actually stepped in shit, dude.
Oh! Oh shit! Oh shit! You look over like collectively all of their shoulders, Bocchi, and you see you've pulled them away from all of their girlfriends, who are like women in long skirt sukeban, like high school girl outfits with like long skirts, like traditional like sukeban female delinquents, and all of them are like sitting at each of their respective tables with their chin in their like palm, just very upset looking. Oh shit! Oh shit! They're just kind of like chanting while they're like just like chowing down on the candies you're giving them. They have no idea what it's even doing. They're like they've thrown about like I'd say like 900 mon at you.
Let's go.
It kind of hurts. It's all copper.
All right, let's go. Mon is mon. Yeah, mon.
Okay. So both of you are just sitting there, passing the time with this, and eventually. So anything else before proceeding? Yoshida, Bocchi.
I got my business running, so I'm good.
We can continue.
Okay, so after about 30 minutes to an hour sitting there, Bocchi making dosh, and Yoshida enjoying the fine food of this establishment that is on her tab, a man in sunglasses.
Index.
Yeah, a man in sunglasses walks in to the bartender's lady. Can each of the separated groups here? Let me write out something for myself. Okay, so all right, so okay, so and then this one. Okay. Can each of the groups divide themselves into 1 and 2? Like pick, like okay, so Yasha, Hisoka, Tiguya, and then Bocchi, and like each of you like pick a number out of those 2 to represent your group essentially. It's just that's all. So I'd say like Yasha, do you want to be 1 or 2, and then the Bocchi's group will be the other number. So I'll leave this up to Blood actually.
1.
1? Okay. So okay, sweet. So Yasha, Hisoka, Tiguya, you guys are number 1. Bocchi and Yoshida, you guys are number 2. So okay.
Number 1.
Okay, sweet. Okay, so a man clad in a very nice like suit. It's white and kind of sparkling. He kind of comes in with a cane. He's like, ha ha ha. He's he walks in with kind of like a stack like tied together with a string, and hands it to the bartender lady, and asks her to to advertise them and pass them out as per an agreement you overhear. Let me, Takkul, since you're playing her, I'll tell you. Okay.
What's this you have here? Bring this to me.
Okay, sweet. Okay.
You look like my son. Sweetest little boy.
Thanks, miss. He hands her a bunch of cards.
And this is any, right?
This is
Neutral.
this is essentially
Okay.
Yeah, yeah.
I can't wait to butcher this.
just
All right. We have a new special, people. We have a new special. Due to this fine establishment's prominence here in the region, we have, well, what we like to call a local aficionado. We're going to be acting as a hostess for the rest. A very
it's-
prominent
essentially you're advertising for another establishment that's near.
No, I was getting to there.
Oh, okay.
Oh yes. My sister's over there. She's doing good. That's good. So yeah, right here. Oh, you wondering what this is? Oh, you wondering what it is? I'll tell you what it is, sweetie. Okay. So you're probably thinking to yourself, why a cabaret club? Well, I'll tell you what. There's lots of money there. There's lots of good-looking boys and girls over there. And they have some of those very quirky but very interesting gang members from all over.
She begins
You wanna
passing out like.
And then you happen to, and then you like she kind of like fingers over the name, and in your mind you hear, "Shining Doggy."
Shining Dodger, yes. Good place.
She begins passing out the business cards that the men gave her. He's exited the building by now.
To be fair, my sister wanted to rename it and call it the Shining Donga. But they couldn't get the banks to approve of that. So, they had to go with what they had.
So, Yoshida and Bocchi, you both receive, you're both tossed a business card just for a very, a very prominent establishment very nearby called the Shining Dogging. And it is a cabaret club, but it says on the card.
Run by my sister.
It says on the card that working there is pretty lucrative, and it could get you some very loyal gang members. It says in bold text on the business card. It seems much more of a lucrative experience than just sitting around in this building, is what she's getting across to you.
Wait. So this business card says the Shining Dog.
Yeah, and it has the exact location of the building in the town.
I stand looked at the card and look at Yoshida and said, "Well, I'm off to the Shin Megami Tensei."
Oh, how quaint. She even put in italics.
I was gonna butcher the name on purpose. So Bocchi is on his way to go check out what this club's all about.
Indeed.
All right, Yoshida, what are you gonna do in response?
Yes, I'll follow.
Alrighty, both of you exit the bearded Draken and head on down to this interesting establishment dubbed the Shining Dogging. Yasha, Hisoka, Tiguya, you all are kind of walking down the street, just kind of in your own respective, intimidating walking poses, I assume. And Tiguya in his very uncomfortable coat, he has to bend to the brass every time he changes his arm position.
Ow. Ow.
Every time.
Oh my gosh.
When essentially you guys all stop by a small crowd with a crier standing on a box, and he's like, hey everyone check this out, there's a new kitchen that's opened up in God damn it. In Fickle Truth, down in Fickle Truth, a new kitchen, looking for new people, looking for new sellers. They say that there's extra extra consideration for blind shinobi, mute shinobi, and Kugutsu with master problems.
You guys heard that?
I can't see him.
You guys heard that? That's us.
There is money to be made and people to be found. That's right. You'll find the person you're looking for here at the kitchen. He's like crying.
You heard that,
He's yelling.
Money! Money to be made, Hisoka. You heard that, Yasha? You can find your master, and we can rob people. We can rob your master.
Wait,
Right, I'm ashamed that I sprint towards it.
Yasha, what do you want to say? You know what? Say it while we're going there. I kind of just get my arrow to like above you. Grab onto the arrow. We're going. Talk to me on the way there.
I grab onto the arrow very
Zoom! Like with that, in a split second, Yasha, you're being pulled at like a comfortable 10 miles per hour, as Hisoka is like already a mile ahead of you guys. And currently you're just speaking to Tiguya. Eventually Hisoka begins slowing down to go get back to you guys to form up. So you're all kind of running in an arrow formation. Yasha, you're next to Tiguya.
And what was it you wanted to say, Yasha?
Don't you think it's suspicious that those descriptions perfectly matched up?
Nah, dude, it's just a coincidence. Don't you believe in those?
I don't feel like it's a coincidence, but guess we'll find out when we get there.
There's plenty of blind shinobi, mute shinobi, and wooden things looking for their masters around the whole world.
Wooden things?
In groups.
Did you just call Kugutsus wooden things?
That isn't insulting, is it?
Yo, that's racist.
Make it racist.
Make it racist.
Quite.
Are you made of wood?
In Yasha's silence, being called wooden things, Yasha gets like a flashback to their upbringing as they're being constructed by their master. She remembers the words of her master. Yasha! The flashback ends. The flashback ends. That's all.
Yasha?
Yes, it is. It's very insulting.
Oh,
but
well.
I'll just gloss over it this time.
Oh, okay. Well, what do you want me to call you?
While I said that, I just like increased the grip strength on the arrow.
You just.
But it just bends a slight bit, but.
Oh.
Yasha, I can't see ahead. I gotta see through the arrowhead, Yasha. Yasha, I can't see.
Before anything, Yasha remembers the correct flashback and has another flashback, and where her master says, "Yasha, you must never allow yourself to be called a wooden thing, because Kugutsu are truly princesses." And you resume from your flashback.
Giggy.
Can you please let the arrow go straight? I can't quite see. Yasha.
I lose my grip.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Yasha.
Well, you can call the people that are made out of wood Kugutsu, for one.
Kugutsu. I swear someone told me that name before. I did listen. I probably robbed them.
Let it be known that like Kugutsu is purely common knowledge. The fact that Tiguya doesn't know this is baffling to both you, Yasha, and to you, Hisoka.
Hearing that. Hearing after Tiguya mentions robbing somebody, I cough. Go to the.
Yeah, Hisoka was there when we robbed him.
I'd like to say
He's
now
alright.
that you all are like running at such a speed that you're knocking away like people in your way, and it becomes almost cartoonish, where it's like a man walks ahead of you guys like at a crosswalk that's there for some reason, even though this town doesn't have any like road vehicles, and you just bump into him and he goes flying. And then the same happens to a woman, and she goes flying, and then for whatever reason, a lone baby like carriage stroller, you hit it, it smashes into the air, and it breaks into pieces, and then reforms midair. The baby laughing in it, and then it lands on the ground, JoJo Part 4 style, and then it just gets ridiculous. Like you hit like a beach ball, an entire robot, a Yoroi like deconstructs like
a robot.
Just a robot. Like, it's something completely not lore-friendly looking.
Liberty Prime.
Better dead than pickle.
Oh! You just...
Better dead and pickle.
Well, what would you call that thing, huh? Yasha?
Talisman crime.
Makes sense.
Oh my god.
Well, you all are on your way to this kitchen. You didn't even get the name of it yet. Back. Okay, so I guess I'll say this is our first intermission. If any one of you would like to use this to say add something to your fate, to level anything up, anything like that, any fate that you want to cancel, and then stuff like that.
Nope. Actually, what was the? I know we added a fate last time, or am I wrong?
Yeah, Destiny allied to the Shinobi Healer clan.
Okay, thank you. Because like I think that was like not saved on my PDF.
Yeah, oh, I see. Yeah.
Wait, what about healing?
The Shinobi, their working name at the moment is the Shinobi. Wait, they're
Wait, what?
They're called. Wait, like, what about healing? Like, you're asking why they're
healing. Like, Max wants
healing myself.
Oh, healing. From damage. I'd say you guys can just reset your vitality.
During intermissions.
Yeah.
Right.
What does that count on light wounds?
Just go ahead and just reset your wounds and vitality. You guys have had enough time to like rest after a battle.
Okay.
Yeah. Like it's been essentially more than half a day since you guys were battled, and you were on the road for say a few days, or like yeah. So yeah. So tell me when all of you are ready to proceed onward.
Your time for 108 karma? Yeah?
150.
Oh god.
Yo,
No.
time?
I'm not gonna do it.
Not yet.
By the way, Yoshida, before you run out, you're handed a receipt from the lady that you owe a tab of 150 mon. It's not that much actually.
Oh, well, I'll just pay it all.
Okay, just subtract 150 mon from your inventory.
I don't have any. Well, you never really.
Then you're broke.
Then just keep that. Oh well.
Right.
You
I
have
have a very loose money source.
Yeah, you have some jewelry.
I mean, I was also thinking like since I'm a aristocrat, like I had to like have like some like at least a good amount.
Yeah. Huh. I could have sworn we assigned you some. How about you know
specific
how you have,
mon now?
You have, since you have gold jewelry.
Besides, you said like mon, we don't really like keep track of that, or it's just not something like specific.
I may have changed that then. How about this? I'd say your gold jewelry is worth about. I'd say your gold jewelry is worth about 5,000 mon. So just say that you have about 5,000 mon worth in jewelry, and so you just gave her like a little like shrivel of essentially like gold or something that equates to that, to 150. So yeah. So you got that, Max?
So do I not have any other mon then?
Aside from your jewelry, yeah, 5,000 mon worth of jewelry that you can exchange as normal mon. That's yeah, 5,000. That's a pretty sizable amount.
Okay.
Well, yeah. So you all find yourselves on your way to these separate establishments. Yoshida, Bocchi, you all are you are now in you're in Fickle Truth now. The location of what? Yeah.
Wait, the location. Okay, got it.
Yeah. You are now in Fickle Truth. You find yourself standing in front of this kind of like neon sign lit location. Here, let me add a different music. Let's see. Okay. Let's do.
Thank goodness for intermissions.
Yes. I'm sorry.
You're good. Do not stress.
Okay. Bocchi, Yoshida, you guys find yourself in front of a neon lit, like an ELD lit like sign, like very neon, like a very neon-esque look to it. It is of like a very realistic dog, like chowing down on a bowl of ramen, like pork ramen. And next to it, in large letters, says "Now hiring." And you see it says extra considerations for aristocrats and Konghoki with memory issues.
I don't know about that guy.
So yeah.
All right, here. Yeah, I look at Yoshida. It's like, you know how to cook? All right, you're cooking. What? I push this forward.
Out comes a man that you've never seen before in a mustache. His pink hair glistens from the neon sign. His pink hair glistens in the neon sign, and his lopsided face shining beautifully from the yellow lanterns.
Wait, are they at the shining dodging already?
Yeah. They're at the shining dogging, and the man that's come out is like wearing like a staff uniform.
Yes. May I help you?
No.
No?
Yeah. You'll give me a moment. Yeah. So a pink-haired man comes out, a man you've never seen before, who is currently wearing a mustache.
Never seen me before.
And another man who you've never seen before, wearing an even.
You've never seen this man before either.
In a large mustache and beard, comes out with purple hair. Here, hold on. Let's see if I can.
I recognize him.
You absolutely do not recognize them. Are you
sure?
Who? Why? How would you recognize these?
Are you sure?
We do not recognize them.
Here, let me get a picture of them up. Stat.
Wait a second. Something Neutral's not telling me here. Oh boy. About to retcon everything I just said.
This is what they look like.
Let's go.
God damn it!
That's it.
They walk out in black vests and button shirts adorned with the kanji for like hunger, sustenance, and stuff on their arms. Yes, welcome to the Shining Dogging. I assume. Yes, I assume you all are here to sign up as waiters or cooks.
Yeah.
Or
Yeah, deep
waitresses.
Yes, sir.
Haven't we met before?
No, we've never met before. As you can see from this beautiful mustache.
It seems you have one of our flyers. You interested in a job?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
He like takes the business card out of your hand and kind of twiddles with his gorgeous mustache before tearing a piece of paper off of it very discreetly. Yes. Well,
Okay, what you did. It's so stupid, but it's funny.
I'll say it, you can't even roll to like overcome this disguise. It's just too good.
Even though we can't roll, I will not acknowledge it, and I want the job.
They motion you all into this building. It is very nice. It's very dimly lit, very Western looking, with a kitchen that has an open view. Many people
inside. Don't mind the stalls.
Yes, come inside. Many people are sitting at the dining tables waiting for food. The pink-haired waiter says we are short on chefs. The original one is late to dinner hour, and we are currently looking for some people to fill in last second.
Wait, this was a job thing?
Yeah.
I thought it was just like an invitation.
No, it's a job invitation. You know what? You know what, Yoshida? I'll say in character, you mistaken it for an invitation to dinner, but it was in fact entirely like a job recruitment thing.
I asked the two. So what is the specialty around here?
Specialty around here, which we're currently out because our chef's indisposed or dead. Who knows? Oh, we have something that we've been having. Very fine delicacy called Kato dip.
Neither of you have no idea what Kato dip is.
Okay.
It's green. It's nothing to do with that stupid pickle rum they sell over in what's it called, brother? Anyway, it's not important.
What's the town they came from, Neutral?
Oh, it was I believe it was Harshsum.
Yeah.
Harshsum.
Harshsung in that town.
You guys do not know what this dish is, and we are not going to elaborate on what it is.
I also ask, hey, so if we're hiring chefs, can we add our own specialty?
Anything that will satisfy the customers.
All right, time to make some flesh pies.
Though I will say, if you fail by the laws of Yaksan, you must submit yourselves to this restaurant entirely.
Deal.
I didn't come here. I didn't come here to cook. I came here to eat the food.
Mid sentence, an apron and a chef's hat is thrown on you, Yoshida. Like physically thrown on you, and it puts itself onto you.
What the freak?
Already stuff ready to go.
Wait, am I
That's
also wearing like a chef's hat and apron, or am I doing something else?
You actually have a waitress's outfit on.
Let's go.
And then there's a tail surprisingly in the back. You don't know why.
Oh shit!
Can I think to myself,
that's a spirit. Never
am
thought
right
you
for
would
this
be the
job.
type.
I think to myself, I am right for this job. Time to sell.
Part of you wonder where the tat is hanging from and how it's attached, but as after it crosses your mind, you just don't give it a second thought.
I just thought, I'm a machine. I'm fine.
Before as both of you are being pushed into the kitchen, just filled to the brim with very like wonderful ingredients, out of your sight, the pink-haired brother turns to this man, this very bloated man, like sitting at the table that neither of you, neither of you have seen before. But out of your line of sight, they like nod to this very bloated man wearing like golden colored cloth. Takkul. This is a man that you know, Takkul, if you could please.
Oh, no, not him.
Wait, OG?
Yeah. He.
What did I sound like?
Kind
I
of
don't
like
know
a
how to
southern.
voice
It was like a deep kind of southern accent, like yeah.
And I'll have some of this here.
He kind of clinks a glass and stands up and begins like giving a small like briefing to every attendant in the dining room that they will be receiving a special meal from these two chefs here. So if you could please, Takkul.
And on this fine occasion, we have proclaimed within this establishment the Shining Dong. What a terrible name. Yeah, Shining Donging. Yeah.
Shop is spent. What?
We have something that they liked, and I'm telling them what the dish is.
Yeah.
We're having Kulong stew tonight.
This is completely different invitation.
I love Kulong stew.
With a side of Kato dip.
Oh my
I
god.
fucking hate Kato dip.
God.
Kato dip.
Should someone take that man out back, or woman, depending how they are, and castrate him?
I just
Castrate this dick.
like a waiter just grabs this man on the lapel and drags him out the back door with a loaded soul gem gun.
Fuck you and your Kato dish.
They walk out.
So good.
They walk out the door and you hear screaming for like 5 minutes, and they come back in and the man is now a woman. Like
You know, being a woman isn't that bad. I'm okay with it.
Ratbag, I get you.
Thanks, bro.
Oh my
Yeah,
God.
that was pretty good.
Oh my god.
What? Yeah. Take. Yeah. Oh my god.
Wait, how many?
Jesus.
I like.
I think I heard 2 Aikichits for Ratbag. Yeah.
Can I add another
please.
one?
Just from me.
Yeah.
Wait.
So, one for me and one from Blood.
And one for me.
So 3.
And me.
4
Yeah, so 4.
4 Aikichits.
Yeah.
Freaking gold.
Yeah. So I would say,
So,
Is there anyone else wondering what else or have any interruptions they would wish to add?
I,
If not, I think we should get on with the evening show.
I,
Gentlemen,
as I
you
like
can
witness
handle
all this.
things.
So-
Yeah, you got it. Good to hear.
go on, Bocchi.
As I witness all this, I look at Yoshida. It's like, man, service is top notch.
You think?
Yeah, we're gonna get some mods, dude. We're gonna get some mods.
I don't work.
Well, you're cooking, so good luck.
Why are my hairs starting to raise? You don't have any unwilling workers, do you? No, we got the finest workers around.
Yes.
There's not going to be any issue.
Yes, the finest.
It's
work.
good to hear. Good to hear.
I would say Team 1, please feel free to interject as like party goers or like dinner hour goers, at any time.
Mm-hmm.
Ratbag, Purrs, blood at any time at all. And so the purple-haired man and the pink-haired man, the waiters, approach you, Yoshida and Bocchi, and give you a bow and say, "We entrust you to make this a very good dinner evening, but be warned." And like they look up at you. "If you fail to satisfy all of our guests this evening, then you will submit yourself to us and any of your belongings."
All right.
A glare in their
Deal.
eyes. They stand up and then they walk away.
All right.
And then you hear a ring. You hear a ring, and then just a kind of small robotic siren in the kitchen yell, "Dinner hour!" And and a clock kind of drops from the ceiling, and you're given an hour to complete dinner, to like complete
Let's
the
go!
greatest meal that you can.
Oh
ever...
my god, we're going to like an Iron Chef's like food battle?
Essentially, yes.
Okay, alright,
The
boy.
environment is now like filled to the brim with like surrounded by fire. No one leaves, no one enters until we get things done.
As you guys step into the kitchen and begin like blazing up like the stoves and stuff to do whatever the hell you plan on doing, the back door to the kitchen is kicked in, and you guys see a man in chef's attire like tearing off ropes like from himself and tearing like tape off of his mouth. Like, and he is pissed.
It's gonna be you though. I just want to do the screaming sound effects.
Yeah, he like tears tape off of his mouth after like tearing this rope off. And you guys ever see like the pictures of like the White House chef?
Yeah.
Yeah, the big dude.
Yeah, here.
Yeah, the big dude. Oh, no.
Here.
Yeah, I think I know what chef you're like
This
talking
man,
about.
this man right
Yeah,
here
that guy.
kicks down the
have-
door. This man kicks down the door and says, "I don't know who put me to sleep and tied me up and put tape over my mouth, but they're idiots and they're gonna go to hell if they think they're gonna interrupt my dinner hour." And he sees both of you and says, "Oh, you think you can challenge me?" And he like goes
No.
Yeah, shut it! And he goes to the other side of the kitchen and revs up his own fryers and begins cutting.
Oh my
at
god,
vegetables.
it is actually Iron Chef. Let's go.
He tears his sleeves off. What little sleeves there were, he tears them off, revealing like muscle and like exposed like flesh and like tattoos. Chef Crush.
His name is now Chef Crush.
His name is Chef Crush, as you can see on his attire. So, jumping over to the other half of our team. Yasha, Tiguya, Hisoka. You all find yourself in front of this very nice establishment. It is quite nice. The entire front is adorned.
Hey.
Oh yeah.
Can we just say that Tiguya forgot to stop the arrows? And we just fly into the building.
I think we're here, you guys. I think we're here.
I say as I pull all three of the arrows out of the wall.
Alrighty. Yep, you are here.
I put them all in my pocket.
Here, let me.
I put my hands on Hisoka's shoulders.
Lead me in.
Here, let me message this.
This is the same place, right?
Yeah, you all have kind of dashed into this cabaret club. It's very nice. Everything is lined with a very nice blue velvet. You couldn't even see the name because you're going so fast, all of you. In front of you, you're greeted by a man. Here.
Wait,
there we are. Okay, too cool.
Oh, wait, am I a different person?
Yes, this is the other half of the team, having entered the cabaret club.
Okay, alright, finally. Sirs, madam, thank you for coming to the Shining Donger. How may I be of service
Oh wait,
to
is
you
this
all?
also called the Shining Donger? Wait.
Oh wait, no, what?
This is
You didn't say.
This is the cabaret club. This is a different.
Oh,
Yeah.
Wait, but
you need a.
Sorry, I'm sorry.
You didn't say that. You didn't. I didn't know they're going to be separated.
Yeah, they're two different places.
Okay. All right. What is this place?
Yoshida and Bocchi.
You know what? No, this is called Kit Bash.
Kit Bash.
Welcome to the Kit Bash.
Yeah, sure. Actually, all of the staff have like little embroideries of foxes on their lapels.
And shall I escort you all to your table?
Wait, are we inside already?
Yeah,
Our hosts will
you
be
guys
here
have
very
accidentally
shortly.
you guys have accidentally burst inside, like looking for a job essentially.
Oh, I was kind of hoping that there would be revolving doors and we didn't know how to go through it.
What's this? You have flyers. Oh, seem to have gotten the advertisements. Oh, we are in need of work.
Yasha
Yep,
and Yasha and Tiguya are like in the building listening to him. Hisoka instead is like spinning in a revolving door that is there.
This makes a lot of sense to me. I look back at Hisoka. I'm just studying the revolving door. I'm not even listening. I have an arrow out. I have an arrow right beside him, just going, stuck in the revolving door too. This is interesting. Very interesting.
Within the revolving door, Hisoka, you feel gravity begin to give out as the space within the door becomes almost a vacuum. You see stars. You see the galaxy. You begin to feel the beckoning call of the void in your face. You, for a moment, see truth, and then you fall out of the revolving door into the building.
I'll turn around. So you were talking about a job or something?
Yes.
The little one will do it.
What's that, Ratbag?
The little
what'd
one
you
will
say?
do it, and we'll follow her around. Okay?
Just one.
I come staggering and.
Unfortunately, we have some of the best positions for men of your talents.
Yes, man.
And then, as soon as like he raises like a hand in the air, as if like he's going to like pull up a flower out of like the lapel from his wrist cuff, and then he snaps his finger, and then your clothes have been taken away, and you're both in tuxes. Right this way, gentlemen, if you please.
Now, Hisoka, I have never felt so fancy in my life.
You
I
can
run
keep
for the
the
bathroom.
arrows. I'll tuck this in. I
run
think the
to the
ladies are
bath-
going to like you. What shall I call you? Oh,
Manager! Manager. You hear a very deep, reverberating voice behind you. What about the missus? We need more hostesses. This is a very familiar voice to you, Tiguya. You see behind you a man with a ginormous man, hulking at almost 9 feet tall, his body lightly vibrating as he has clamps stabbed into the ground. He stares directly into your eyes.
I'm not getting. Okay, sorry.
I'm just kind of going to sit there and just not act suspicious at all.
Takuya! Takuya.
Yeah.
Do you happen to know this one?
Yes. He stole
Oh,
some-
good. Too bad. He's going to be working with you tonight.
You hired me just earlier.
You're going to be working with him tonight.
Very
As-
good.
As I.
Nice.
Yes,
to meet
it
you,
is.
fellow worker. It is nice to meet you. I kind of skimpishly walk up near, put my hand out. Would you like to shake my hand?
This man. Here, let me post a picture. By the way.
Oh my god.
Okay, so we got Crush. Is this one going to be Crimp?
No, I think we determined this man's name in session 1 when he encountered Yasha and Bocchi. I'm trying to remember what his name was.
Wait, what
Give him a name.
I
Is this-
recognize him too.
Wait a second.
Yeah.
Isn't this the
God.
Oh my god.
Oh, he's awesome. I like him.
And he's
He's
gonna.
awesome.
You know what? I'm gonna call him what was the name for Vilkacher?
Oh my god.
But I remember. Oh, was his name Jozu? Like, was that his first
Maybe.
name that
I
we
think
gave him?
so.
Yeah. Okay.
think
So, well, his full name will be Jozu Vilkacher.
Sue Vilkacher.
Okay.
go.
Okay. Here. Let me.
Hold on a second.
For the record, which one was this guy specifically again?
This.
We met him at the train.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yasha, you do recognize him. You kind of put the dots together.
Was this the one? Was this the one that destroyed the train?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Good.
Jozu, like all of you, like all three of you collectively recognized him. Tiguya and Hisoka recognize it because you kind of stole one of his most prized possessions from him. And Yasha, you saw him leap miles into the air and destroy a train miles away. He says, Mrs. Here's your uniform. And he hands Yasha just a very modest and just very nice dress, some sequins on it and stuff. He looks at you, Tiguya, and says, I have been working on my anger issues. This town has taught me to be more civil. He says, just reverberating continually.
I'm just nodding. You know, you've done a really good job.
This isn't changing the fact that I'll tear your spine out of your asshole when I get the chance.
Well, Mr. Jozu, how about we talk about our differences over a little bit of work, you know?
How about we talk out our differences when you're in a body bag?
I'd much rather not be in a body bag. I hope you understand that. I don't like being in body bags.
Jozu,
What is
your
it?
table is waiting.
Yes. Remember our deal, Mr. Manager. If they can't satisfy as many guests as myself tonight, they submit
Yes,
themselves
and
to
don't
me.
forget your deal to me.
Yes, I remember. He like grits his teeth and like grits them together and sparks come out. He goes to his little booth and sits in a chair, and literally he's so big that the booth doesn't even obscure him. His head is like almost touching the ceiling, and his afro is like just brushing against the ceiling tiles. You three are directed to booths all adjacent to each other.
Oh well.
Huh?
One moment. Is there a changing room? Because I didn't put on the dress yet. Because
Right this way.
Yes. Yes, that's true. Yeah,
And
you're
so-
directed to a female changing room.
Ladies, would you assist her?
You well, first off, what's up, Blood?
I was gonna ask if there are any female staff, and if I was the only one, I would have just stayed in the changing room.
No, there's female. There's like this is a like this place has both hosts and hostesses. This is a for both people, for both like genders. You enter and you see what you presume are the hostesses that are aiding Jozu. One is a very this woman is almost spherical. It is a very like a gremlin of a woman.
Gremlin.
She looks like a frog.
Jesus.
And the other one is a very normal spherical. The other one is an Oni who is missing her horn. She has a very angular face and looks at you in disgust. And despite this, they help you into your uniform and says, "You're mighty." Yeah, the sphere of a woman says, "You're a mighty fine looking doll." She not she says doll, not because you're a Kugutsu, but just because that's the phrase. "You're mighty fine looking doll, but I don't think your looks are gonna surpass mine." As she brushes her mop hair out of her face. "The men flock to me."
I just sigh while imagining panting her through the whole changing room.
Nice.
With a single kick.
I get shit. The Oni looks at her, hears her voice, and just gives you that look. She just closes her eye for just a second, and just opens it. She has that look that she just wants to be anywhere but here. She just pulls out a cigarette and just exits onto the serving floor, and the woman kind of the spherical woman just hobbles out. She waddles essentially. You find yourself alone in the changing room.
This place is horrible. Why did I accept to go with them?
You have another flashback, Yasha. It's of it's Tiguya. It's of Tiguya and Hisoka just collectively knocking out two old people and stealing all their money. The flashback ends.
Yeah. Cool. I leave the changing room.
So
you find.
I love this. This is awesome.
You sit yourself down next to a table, and a kind of bell, a triangle, rings out. One of the waiters saying, "Serving hour beginning now!" And we will head back to our chefs in the kitchen.
Let's go!
Just before that?
Yes.
I'm writing something right now, so flashbacks, a bit more careful about this.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So, do you need a second, or?
Oh, no, as in, I'm writing lore for
okay. So
flashbacks would interfere with them.
Okay. I'll be careful.
Big flashbacks.
Yeah, of course. I'll be careful. Thank you for letting me know. So let's see if I can find something a bit more energetic. Let's see. Let's try. Let's do this one. Yeah. Okay. Let's see. No, not this one.
What's happening?
I'm looking
He's
for
changing music.
Yeah, I'm looking for OST. Give me just a moment. Okay, that works. Uh-huh, uh-huh.
Purrs.
Get real.
Get real.
The
Got a whole.
the entire kitchen is lit in just this blaze of heat. Like,
Let's go.
almost the entire kitchen is on fire, except for the groceries and the ingredients. Chef Crush is now shirtless.
Uh-oh.
Yoshida and Bocchi, what have you guys been doing up to this point?
I've just been watching.
I just like have a pot just like on blazing fire and it's just full of melted candies in there. And then I look back at Chef Crush and it's like, is that guy sweating olive oil?
I get shit.
Give me an Ike chip for that. That was sick.
Just this man goes to the corner of a room. He leaves behind him leaves this oily stream of a slightly greenish liquid. He takes a daikon, throws it into the air, and it just chops it into film that is see-through, and then tosses it into a pan.
Let's go.
Your move.
I also would do something similar, but I get a giant squash.
Uh-huh.
And use my my Vajra claws to cut them.
Your what?
My Vajra claws on my
Ooh, okay. Okay. So how does this happen?
So I also throw the squash in the air, and then from my fingertips it propels these claws, and then I try cutting him. I'm gonna roll for this, see if it's successful.
Okay.
I'm rolling this for funsies.
So let me look at your set. So what are you gonna roll for? What are you gonna use for this?
I think it's in some cases I think this is part of unarmed combat since it's
okay, your Vajra claws. Okay.
Yeah.
So I'd say two successes will be a success for this.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let's see. So, man, why do I? Alright, plus because I have a lot of body, dude. So, and then plus my I'm also gonna use the maker roll, so plus 3 on the rolls.
This is how you do combat in Yakuza.
Let's go. Alright, and then successful. So how much? It's 2?
2 successes.
Alright, it's just probably gonna get wrecked.
Oh my freaking dear lord! Okay. Your Vajra claws extend out of your hand, and you just vertically slice. They all come down like playing cards. At the same time, as you slash, your claws just de-seed the squash. The seeds flying in multiple directions. The first off, it lands in Chef Crush's eyes, and he's like, oh!
Let's go.
And then the other cluster of seeds land simultaneously in the pink-haired server's eyes, and then the other lands in the purple-haired server's eyes. They're all just screaming.
I think this needs a bit more salt. Even though I can't taste anything.
You just open the salt, and you open it a little too hard, and it explodes in all directions into their eyes again.
What's with all that shouting? Your chef's having a hard time.
Just Chef Crush is just rubbing his eyes. Just your squash, thin as playing cards, lay down onto the pan and become essentially chips. It's great.
Let's go.
Remember, you're making a soup.
and then the Kato dip.
Whatever the hell
Yeah, the-
Kato dip is.
I did not know
It's,
what
it's,
Kato dip.
it's literally guacamole neutral.
Yeah, so I got like the
whatever.
squash chip.
I know. I'm saying
It's the equivalent of guacamole.
Takkul, I'm saying whatever the hell it is. I as in, they can
Okay.
they'll they can, whatever they make, I'll allow.
Okay.
So Yoshida, you're still sitting out of this?
Yeah.
The Chef Crush getting like the squash out of his eyes prostrates you. Says, "I see little big head doesn't want to cook anything." He says, sizzling some meat in his pan.
Wait, what?
Yeah, I'm talking to you. Look at you, bowing out of the battle. That's not a true warrior's way. He kind of chuckles at you.
You want to battle? I have something else in mind.
He just doesn't hear you over the sizzling.
Okay.
I grab Yoshida. It's like, all right, I want you to taste this. It's like the concoction of every medicine candy that I have into that pot, and it's like the aura is like literally just having a smoke curse all over around it.
Oh, it's like a purple.
Not.
It's like a purple. OD time, OD time. So, like, what do you do, Bocchi? Like, Yoshida's refusing you. What you gonna do?
I grab the ladle, I scoop a big full of it, and then try to force it onto him.
Can I dodge?
I roll for evasion against Bocchi. You roll for unarmed combat.
Oh, you are going to die.
Evasion versus unarmed combat.
Alright. So it's me with the literally just I can just do this again. Wait, is that
Shoot.
Yep. Yep, it's a 6 again. Success.
Oh boy.
Let's go. Yeah. So yeah, I won over Max.
Oh, okay.
Yoshida.
Oh my god, you got a 6 again? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Max, or Yoshida, Bocchi somehow fits an entire ladle into your mouth, and then just takes it back out. The flavors mix and concoct into you. Everything, for a moment, goes quiet. For a moment, everything goes quiet. In your brain, the world is blank. You see nothing. You're standing there. You see nothing, and then out of the shadows comes a cough drop. Except he has a human face, and he has like arms and legs like the M&M characters. And he looks you in the eyes, and says, "Oh, you're in danger," and you wake up.
And then you also hear whispers of like Bocchi being like, "Bocchi pharmaceutical."
I get you.
Bocchi pharmaceutical.
What do you make of this, Yoshida?
Wait, did I like pass out?
No,
You
no,
are
you
tripping
just
balls.
that's just like what you saw in that instant. I won't even say if you thought it was a good or bad taste. It's up to you. So what does Yoshida say in
Wait,
response to this?
I'm confused. So what happened?
You just had that hallucination, essentially.
And
Ye-
I asked Yoshida, "So how was it?"
Yeah. What did you think?
I don't know what to think.
All right. I will claim it as a killer soup.
Killer soup. I get you, Yoshida. So just this concoction begins looking like that one persona. Like, you know what I'm talking about.
Please
Yes, I
don't
know.
tell me it's what you're talking about.
What are you talking about?
Oh
A
no.
lot of personas.
Yeah.
No, not that one.
yeah,
Not that one. Not that
me.
one.
Okay. All right. Okay.
It
I don't know
Alright.
much Persona.
it look the soup begins looking like this.
Yeah.
Oh god.
Yeah.
Hey, it's me.
It it begins like rumbling, and it just looks up at you, Bocchi. It just looks up at you, and it just says, "Kill me! Kill me!"
I proceed to garnish it with like candy wraps.
The candy wraps dissolve into it, and it just like it becomes sedentary again.
I do the chef kiss expression.
Chef Crush is looking at your stall, and he is sweating. He's sweating like vegetable oil that's been used 3 times.
I look back at Chef Crush and just like lift up my Tenga Master. It's like, let's cook. We're cooking now.
Sweating and begins looking at his own dish, which is like a man breakdancing, except made of vegetables.
Oh my god.
The time is strikes 10 minutes left,
No.
and you Yoshida, Bocchi, you can crush. Yoshida still through the glaze of hallucination, make eye contact with each other. Back to our cabaret club.
Oh my god.
Here, let me. Oh, whoops. Back at the cabaret club, there has been just
Meanwhile, at the Legion of Doom.
at the Legion of Doom. There's just a line of men and women, coming into the cabaret club. Yasha, you're currently attending to a man entirely clad in like metallic armor and like a green cloak. And that's when they all left me. He takes another drink of his alcohol.
Man, that's really depressing. Now you're here.
Yeah. And he like leans into you and is just crying.
Hey, under my breath, I say, God, this is terrible.
Well, meanwhile,
How's everything going? Would you all like some your drinks refilled?
actually, before anything, Takkul,
Or would you?
Huh?
What? Would you want? What do you want? What?
Can you describe the people that Hisoka and Tiguya are tending to?
Yes.
Okay.
Hisoka and Tiguya are actually attending to a couple.
Okay. Oh, okay.
Both a man and a woman.
Oh, okay.
The woman has like a red, not a nightgown, but like an evening dress, but it has like fluffy trim for where you would see usual lace and things. And she has like these golden, like 2-inch high heels and like a black pearl necklace.
Okay.
And she's going over about her issues with her other suitors, and this is her current suitor. And the man is talking to Tiguya about, I just can't, I don't know, I just feel so like it's infidelity, man. I don't know what to do.
And that's why I cheated on my husband 5 times. She kind of just.
And he the guy is in like a very a gray tux, but he has like nothing too fancy or eye-striking.
Yeah, so it's a very pompous couple, and you clearly know that the wife is in charge. The wife is leaning like to Hisoka. Yep. So,
Wife? They're not. It's a couple, not a married couple.
Oh yeah. Oh, my bad. Sorry. Yeah. So yeah, the woman is like just like leaning on Hisoka. Another drink, please.
How's everything going? Drinks? I'll have the finest delivered to you right shortly. Is everything going well, Taku man?
Yeah, everything's
I
going
take
well.
that as a yes. Excellent. I'll be right back.
I'm sorry. I'm just. I got my hand over on this dude's shoulder. Hey, listen, man. Leave that bitch. She ain't worth it, man. Just fuck her. Get that bitch out of your life. You got better things to do, Miller, man.
But I'm supposed to inherit the family company.
Well, inherit.
What am I going to?
Fuck the company.
But
fuck the company. Kill her.
But
Kill
my
her.
father,
Kill
he likes
her.
to communicate. I'm not
Kill her.
assassin. I don't.
How much do you have? How much money do you have, man? Stop crying. I was kind of like tapping him on the shoulder. Stop crying. Stop crying. How much money do you have?
30 million, Mom.
30. 2 million. Take it or leave it. I'll kill her.
Oh my god.
2 million. She's dead. Gone. Never there.
The wife meanwhile is just like saying to Hisoka, I have suspicions that my husband's going to kill me one day. I don't think it's ever going to happen though. I think
2 million. 2 million and she's gone.
What do you think about this? She leans on Hisoka's shoulder.
Dead. Gone. I'll kill her now.
Wait, I just got back.
Okay.
So, alright, well.
So Hisoka, you guys are like tending. You guys are working at a host club right now, so you're kind of essentially you're being paid to like have a date with people. That's what yeah.
God.
So essentially, you and Tiguya are tending to a couple right now, and the husband is crying, saying that his wife is cheating on him, and his wife is right
Suitor.
I'm sorry, his female colleague.
To possibly be.
Yes, his wife to be, his suitor lady. He claims that he believes
he's the suitor neutral.
Okay.
He's going after her. That's how that works.
Okay. He's complaining to Tiguya that he believes that she is she is cheating on him, and she is currently bragging to you that he has cheated on her suitor 5 times now, and that she has suspicions that he wants to kill her. Meanwhile, Tiguya is offering to assassinate the woman.
And this is like 2 different areas, I assume.
No,
like,
they're sitting next to each other. They're sitting next to each other. They're not noticing.
Wait.
Alright, so technically the table is a circle, but there's 4 of you, but both of the couple are like only really, they're not next to each other. I would say Tiguya and both you guys are in the center, and the woman will be on the outside of one and the man on the outside of the other. They will be the first to like get out of the, like if they were to leave the seat, they will be on the outside where they could easily do so.
You're sitting in.
So
like
they're not close enough to hear each other. Only hear you two. Oh, just who's next to them.
You guys are sitting in like a square formation essentially. So what do you think about that? I don't think my husband actually is trying to kill me, but I don't know. What do you think?
Am I able to? Wait, so just confirming again, I can't hear what they're saying.
You can totally hear what Tiguya and the man are saying.
Okay.
They're just kind of like oblivious of each other right now.
Okay. And okay. Wait, she's asking me like.
She's like, yeah, I sometimes feel my husband my suitor wants to kill me, but I don't think that'll ever happen. At the same time, Tiguya is saying, I'll kill her for you.
$2 billion. You said 2 million mon? 2 million mon. I'll get her. She'll be flatlined. I'll have the clone follow her home. Nobody will know.
I grab a paper napkin and fold an origami sword out of it and hand it to her.
Wow, this is beautiful. What does this mean?
I motion, intending that is to protect her.
Wow, it's quite. She has no idea what you're doing. Wow, it's so pretty. Oh,
Listen, my man.
I see. The sword is made of paper, so it's completely harmless. So you're saying that he doesn't want to kill me. I see.
2 million.
I nod nervously.
At
Ah,
this,
yes, your drinks, madam, sir.
the manager comes out and just hands like a very premium champagne. Champagne is so premium. There is a plastic like robot model in it. This immediately catches your eye, Yasha.
Yes, we call this the perfect model kit.
Your senses like fire to life as you see a plastic model served in this premium champagne.
So
Yeah.
while the guy is like still leaning on me crying, I kind of like shoulder bump him in a way of like saying, "Hey, cheer up," but I put a bit too much force into it, and I'm going to roll for damage.
No!
Whoa.
Oh my
No.
Oh my god.
I get you. I get you.
Murder.
Murder, dude.
That's awesome. This is awesome.
No.
I'm loving it.
I hope you guys are enjoying this gimmick.
I'm loving this
This is
shit.
awesome.
I love this.
This session might be a bit longer than planned, just because this is a little in depth. But
It is, but yeah.
yeah. Oh dear grace.
4 successes.
I'm going to say this man had like 15 vitality. So instead of so you know what?
Here's a single health.
You know what? Do you want to describe this, or what happens to him, or do you want to leave it to me? What do you want to do?
Yeah, sure. I'll describe it.
Okay.
So as Yasha goes for a light shoulder bump, he just instantly, as soon as the shoulder touches him, he just flies, and nobody actually sees him flying. He's just suddenly flung through the wall in like a cartoonish silhouette shape.
Oh my god. Hey,
And-
hey Daisy.
And I'm still, and then I finish like, "Hey, cheer up!" Oh, well that happened.
Oh, did our client decide to leave?
Yeah.
Oh, he
seems
even
like it.
left a tip. His entire wallet. Interesting.
I
Well,
So, could I say that the whole staff notices like the silhouette-shaped hole,
yeah.
and while everybody's like suddenly distracted with the sudden appearance, I nab the model.
So you just went over to Tiguya and Hisoka's table and just like this is like it was constructed like how you construct a bottled boat. Like they built it by putting the parts into it, so it's stuck in the bottle until you break the bottle. So
Absolute beast.
How are you gonna get it out?
I'm not going to take the bottle and just run over back to the table I was sitting at and hide the bottle under the dresser.
I get it. At this point, the man that you're attending to, Yasha, just steps through the silhouetted hole. He looks completely like he is looking great, and he's like, "Wow, that hit just I needed that." And he's like walking past the tables, and he like you see him talk to the manager and say, "My golly, your ladies are something else." And he like
that's good to hear. I'm glad you had the best service here at our establishment. Feel free to come back to the Kit Bash anytime, good sir.
Please give that Mrs. Yasha a tip, he says, just a sparkle in his metallic teeth as he walks out.
Oh, I intend to. You have a good night, sir.
You too. And he just walks out with like a very jolly walk. You realize you punched out the sorrow from this man.
I guess he did cheer up after all.
It's around this point where all of you, like Yasha, you've received a new guest. It's like a very like it's a guy with like 2 scars on his face. He's obviously really stupid, and everyone is just kind of drinking. Like guests have gone by, and Jozu like looks over to you, Tiguya, and his eyes like gleam, and he mouths the words that only you can make out from lip reading. Says, "I'm gonna show you who's the best host here," and he gets up from his seat. He turns around to his to the person that he's sending to, gets on one knee and pulls out a platter of wet warm towels and says, "Oh, by the way, a towel, missus?"
This guy's getting on my nerves. I'm going to cast Shadowless Replication Technique and make 3 of me.
Oh,
3
okay.
of me. Would you like to see a show, mister? To distract you from your cheating whore of a wife? Can you look it over there? Really quick, and I'm just gonna have all 3 of them just do acrobatics, just flipping all over the place while just throwing just food on the plate and towels and everything you could possibly ever need.
You,
My God.
Stealing from the other tables. Yeah.
Absolutely.
You're stealing food from the tables on Josu's side, essentially, but you're doing it so with such dexterity that none of them see it. And the you hear across the room a stubby woman saying, "No, I didn't eat your food," and just you see an Oni on the other side of the room just smoking a cigarette by herself. And you just stack his plate just full of food, and just it is looking actually roll for this. Can you roll what will you roll? Please roll please roll a base crap, what would this be? Roll ninjutsu for me.
Ninjutsu?
Yeah. And for this tower of food, the success rate will be 4.
Okay, so ninjutsu, I gotta remember how the rolling system works. My bad, give me a sec. Okay, so it's I roll 9 die, right?
Yes.
And if I have 4 in it, then 4 or less is a success?
Yes.
Yeah.
Got you, alright. That's all I need to know. Thank you.
Yeah. I'm glad you're feeling better, by the way, Desi. Thank you for joining us.
6.
Don't overdo it too much, but I hope you're, having a grand time.
I just don't know. I don't know. What am I going to do?
I'm gonna tell you exactly what you're gonna do.
Oh boy.
You're gonna tell me where you live, where she lives specifically, and you're gonna pay me 1 million up front and 1 million.
There has to be a different way.
What do you mean?
Success for him.
What do you think? How about?
I mean,
how about this?
I do like her.
You like her?
Yeah. What do you think I should do besides? I don't want to kill her. If I kill her, I can't like her. She's dead.
You absolutely have a point. Kill her, you can't like her. Well, I'm thinking, maybe you gotta stand out from the rest of them.
I know the perfect idea.
What's the idea?
Can I take your clothes?
I'm wearing this tux right now.
Can I take your other tux?
What?
Can I take your casual clothes?
My casual clothes? You mean my
Yes.
my robes? Those
Yes.
robes?
Yes.
Stole from an old man?
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah, those robes. You know what? You could have all of them, but the shoes. I like the shoes too much. I'm sorry.
All right. I'll be right back, sweetie. I'll be right back.
Yeah.
As this is happening, given that I'm mute and also have no social skills, I begin doing the YMCA and the wife.
Wow, that's
So that's impressive.
That's something. Jozu on the other side of the room sees you doing YMCA, and he's like, ugh, and he gets up on his table, and attempts to do it, and he just like crushes it under his weight.
I have one of my clones stop, run over to Josu, say, "Ha, loser," and run back.
By the way, the woman that he's been tending to has been sitting there for the past 2 hours that you all have been here, and she is too afraid to leave him.
He's got great business.
She is abhorrently scared of him.
I'm back! And he comes back and he has like half of your outfit. I can pay you for what you usually wear. Pretty sure a million mod can cover what your expenses for, you know, your garments.
Of course,
Okay.
a million mod.
Okay.
A million mod. That's you being.
Yes, I'll give it to the manager after this.
No,
Very good help.
actually, if you wouldn't mind, leave it on my tab. You know, a little tip here and there.
Yeah, that's a good idea, actually.
Absolutely.
But then you notice that he has, instead of like your hatwear, he has like a white sash and like one covering over the eye as if it was like a patch. Sweetie, we're going to go over a new turn of life. We're going to be horse robbers. Come.
What?
Screw your business. We're going to make more money. It's definitely going to be the more legal way. You can be so excited and horny. Let's go.
I get it. Cool. I get it.
I can shit, please. Actually, just take 2 for just the whole night so far, please.
That was sick.
Yeah, 2 from me.
Thank you, good sir. He actually kisses you like on not on the lips but on the cheek. I'll never forget this. You changed my life for the better. Let's go, sweetie. And he actually picks her up. You see, like this man, you thought you were scrawny, but he actually is pretty built, and he actually sweeps her off her feet and carries her out of the establishment.
She is screaming. She is screaming. You guys are sitting there awaiting the next customer. Josu realizes as he was getting up from the crashed table, and as the waiters are replacing the table, the woman that he was serving has run away as well. All of you have no longer have a guest until a bell rings out, and says, "Everyone, gather around the final table. The king, the king of hostess club going has come," and it is just this man wearing this like fur cape that is just trailing out of the door, and he walks into the very center of the room, and it is still like his cape has still not completely entered the building, and he's like, "Oh yes." Majima.
Are you?
I'm just gonna make my way to the table.
And so everyone, Josu, Yasha, Hisoka, Tiguya, all of you are sitting around this huge table, and he is sitting at a single regular chair in front of you all, and he simply gives a cross leg and says,
What?
Okay, thank you, Takkul. And the man sits down and says, "Yes, my name is Rochi. I am the king of hostess club going. Now prove to me that you are the greatest host or hostess here." And he just cross-legs and sits there waiting.
Yasha, that's on you.
What?
You're the greatest hostess here.
Oh, on a side note, by the way, is his cape still like
Yes.
halfway in?
No, it is. Yeah. No. Yeah. You can't see the end of it.
Can I just set my foot on it?
Okay.
I'm not gonna do it anymore. That's just gonna.
You're just gonna step on it?
I'm just gonna be stepping on it.
Oh, you're like out of his line of sight. You just have your foot on it.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, sure. She doesn't seem to do much. What about you? He looks at Hisoka.
What? Are we supposed to just like entertain this person?
Just prove somehow that you're the best host. That you're the best like date host there.
I strip.
I get you.
Yeah, you get one first.
Yeah. Oh my god. Okay. So well, I'm amazed that I can actually use this art now. Okay.
Let's go.
Yeah. Hisoka just stands there shirtless, and the man looks at you. He looks at you, Hisoka, and he says, "Impressive. You have step 1 down pat. Now what's step 2 and 3? That will prove to me that you're the best host here." Jozu is looking at you and sweating. he just begins taking his shirt off, and he struggles over his massive body.
Wait.
I'm just looking left, right. I just start taking my shirt off too.
Let's just turn into a strip club.
Maybe.
We will continue that after this. Oh my god. Back at the kitchen. The fires. All 5 sentences ago. Oh no, Desi. So, back at the kitchen, the fires have died down. The kitchen is but a burnt husk of what it used to be. The pots and pans have collectively melted and formed a new layer of flooring for the ground. Chef Crush is like sweating, holding a plate, like 2 plates. One is like an iridescent soup with a cluster of vegetables that are breakdancing in the middle of it. The other is like a mountain of this like white and turquoise dip that just vibrates gently. Yoshida and Bocchi, what do you guys have? I say Yoshida, tell like one dish that you have, and Bocchi say what the other dish is.
What do you mean dish?
Like you guys have prepared 2 dishes to compete with Chef Crush, so both of you have collectively like cooked dishes, or like you at least Yoshida, you've been helping Bocchi like cook dishes.
No, I haven't really been doing anything. All I did was shove a ladle in my mouth.
Yeah, basically.
Okay.
So I'll describe this.
Sure.
So, the plate that looks like the Persona slime.
Yes.
It is now has grown tenfold as it was sit there.
Oh god. Okay. So it's just ginormous now.
It's the size of the establishment?
It almost is.
Oh dear. And then what's the other dish?
It is a finally fresh chopped fried squash chips next to another bowl of slime for dip. But it's green.
The Chef Crush approaches you and says, "Mighty impressive." As he wipes olive oil off his forehead, he offers you a hand, Bocchi.
A handshake?
Yeah.
I give him a firm handshake.
Your hand, like your metal hand, it just deep fries in his hand.
It's like sizzles, and I'm here like
sizzles, and it comes out covered in a golden crust.
I look at Chef Crush, and I am also impressed by your cooking, Chef. And then I just bow to him.
He nods to you solemnly. Both of you walk out to the dining floor, seeing this ginormous man, this bloated man with the, like golden robes, and just a bunch of guests. You place the dishes down in front of him, and the guests kind of crowd around. So they begin tasting it. So to cool, since you're playing this guy, so do you assuming you like what do you do? Like, do you do anything before you like take a bite out of Chef Crush's meal, or?
I don't believe we've met before. And your name?
I'm
Chef.
I'm Chef Crush. the normal chef of this establishment.
You seem like you're going to crush the competition. They look half the size of you and all.
Oh, God.
I do hope it's impressive.
Crush the competition. Thank you. I like that. That was a good joke. And he's like rubbing the back of his head, laughing.
Not one for the soldier type. Okay, what do we have here, chef?
He places down a fine soup with a cluster of vegetables that are collectively breakdancing in the soup. Like they form the shape of a human and are breakdancing.
Not too shabby. Where'd you teach them to make them moves?
I taught myself how to do that.
I see. And your side dish?
It's this. He places down a bowl of white and turquoise, just this almost dip kind of, or almost it kind of has looks like potato salad, and it vibrates gently. Vegetable burger style.
And is to be joined or eaten separately?
These are eaten separately, sir.
I see. Then I'll begin with your soup. I just like to party in my mouth.
Yeah. He just the monk. Wait, what was this monk's name again? I remember you gave him a name, Takkul. The golden robed one. The
Look at him.
Yeah.
I'm looking. Yeah. I'm kind of hoping it's unclear. You can give him a new name.
Okay. I'll just say.
I didn't know he was going to be a recurring character.
We gave him a name, so I'll just not say his name until I watch the video, the recording again. So
I didn't think we'd see him again. So
yeah. So the monk takes a bite, and in his mind's eye, he sees a lit up stage, and he sees Miracle Johnson from the Yakuza series just breakdancing with him.
Oh my god.
Oh my goodness. Wait, why am I half stripping? Oh. Well, I'll try this then.
He takes a bite, and his soul aura just begins to just collapse on itself, and he cries a single tear that solidifies into a soul gem.
Oh my god.
Whoa.
Oh my goodness. Well, Chef Crush, I am impressed.
Why, thank you, sir. I appreciate it a lot. He takes 2 steps back.
He kind of motions over the owner. You mind come here?
Oh, the owner isn't there. It's just the two waiters that have kind of hijacked the place.
Oh, okay. Wait. Oh, wait. Wait. They were the. Yeah. They actually hijacked. Okay.
Yeah, they hijacked the building.
Yeah, they did.
He speaks to the pink one.
What is it, sir?
It looks well, but try not to have him in front of the guest from now on.
Very well. He nods.
Okay.
And
yeah, can you get the other two to present their dish, whatever it is?
He motions over to the 2 plates that Bocchi created. Meanwhile, while the pink-haired man walks over to Chef Crush, puts a rag in front of his face, and then puts a bag over his head and tracks him out the back door again. So, the monk takes a single bite out of the first dish. Moo, can you please explain what he sees?
He sees an amalgamation. That's when he takes.
I'm just doing vocalizations of what he's experiencing.
Okay.
Yeah. He sees an amalgamation. and when he takes the bite, he doesn't swallow, but more so that the bite, it's the like parts of it just forcibly just moved in his throat.
Oh god.
Yeah.
Does he survive?
I don't know, man. I think he starts hallucinating.
Kitty.
Hey, kitty.
The man takes a bite of the food and it moves in his mouth, not allowing him to swallow, just inching down his esophagus until it reaches his stomach. He sees his life flash before his eyes, memories that are not his any longer. He's a child playing with a wooden katana. He never experienced this before. He's suddenly at the doctor's office. The doctor gives him a lollipop. Suddenly, it's 2 years later. It's the doctor's office again, and the doctor gives him a lollipop. And then it's him a few weeks ago. He's at the doctor's office, and the doctor gives him a lollipop. Pure joy. It was delicious.
Literally every flash of that scene, you slowly see like a sign in the office grow bigger and bigger, just saying Bocchi's Pharmaceuticals.
Bocchi's Pharmaceuticals. Did I nod off? And your second dish. You realize half of his robe has this kind of like disfolded itself from him. He's like half naked now.
And you realize that his body is like a lot of the body that was covered in robes is covered in like a chitinous shell that almost resembles that of an insect.
Oh, that makes sense.
I assume he takes a bite from the squash chip dip thing.
Yes.
What does he experience when he takes a bite out of this one?
A very most peculiar taste.
Indeed. These are freshly cut squash, and the dip is basically the residues from the soup.
I see.
You just scrape off whatever was like behind the fryer.
Yeah.
So he takes a single bite of a chip, of one of the chips covered in this amalgam. What does he see, Moo?
Well, more so, he bites the chip. It has a good, chip crunch to it.
Yeah.
With the dip.
Yeah.
However,
crunchy, crispy.
But when the dip texture hits in, it just like covers the entirety of his inner mouth.
Oh god.
And just like slowly, instead of just going down, it just grows in. Grows inside of him.
Oh my. Does it do this until he dies?
Yeah.
That one's got a bite back.
He just swallows it whole. He just swallows the whole growth.
It's like freaking Venom, trying to get a host.
This dish tasted very good. It was nothing notable, but the sentiment of having to fight for your life to consume it is endearing.
I see.
You see, actually, there's several like appendages and centipedes that have come out of him, and they all look like they're in a state of euphoria. And his eyes are in this like a purplish hue, as if they're bloodshot, but they're not. It's a different sense of chemicals have entered him, similar to that of an overinduction of serotonin. And he is in a stupor of euphoria, unable to form words. He's just in a completely relaxed, comfortable state. And his like everything else that has moved around his like arms, chest, back has disrobed him, and he is completely naked from the waist up.
Max is that PC?
Yeah.
You have.
He said beer back.
So in a way, in the Shokugeki kind of way, you have made a great success.
Yeah, thank you for doing the derobing part. The pink-haired brother runs up to the man and like tears off his mustache and says, "No, that wasn't part of our agreement. You would choose against them so we could take Yoshida's guns." And he looks at Bocchi and Yoshida. And he puts his mustache back on.
Why'd you open your mouth?
Brother!
Let's scram! We gotta scram!
Scram! And they just run out the building, their mustaches left, like, you know, like that cartoon thing?
Still twirling in the wind.
Yeah, the mustaches like twirling in the wind. It takes you a moment, and then you recognize who they were last second.
I thought to myself, now how are we gonna get paid?
Well, to be fair, the monk who is he's not in stasis, but he could easily be robbed at this point.
Oh yeah, he's holding his super. Whatever's on him. A few centipedes and spiders walking around, like on him, just kind of like.
No, not spiders. Mostly like parasites, centipedes, things like that.
Oh yeah. Yeah, just he has golden robes. His he has some money bags, each filled with about 5,000 mon.
I get a spoonful of the dip, and then just put it around his body, and then just snatch them out.
Oh my god! You just cover his body in the dip?
Yeah.
Oh my god. It kind of undulates around him, and then it just forms monk robes.
Oh my god, I made Venom. No.
I'll just say you and Yoshida each, take your share of 5,000 mon each.
So like 15.
Yeah, and just
5,000 each.
Yeah, 5,000 each, and the entire crowd is just like, "Wow, that was amazing!" Just like clapping.
I look at all of them and said, thank you very much. Subscribe to Bocchi's Pharmaceuticals.
Wow, I'll totally do that. Woo! Bocchi Pharmaceuticals.
Where is that?
Everywhere you can find me.
Let's go! This is like just a cacophony of like an applause as you and Yoshida are just looting. Oh, hey Max, welcome back. So essentially, Max, the monk has passed out from euphoria from how good the dish was, and you and Bocchi have looted him and each have 5,000 mon on you now.
Let's go.
Bocchi, I'd say add like 1,000 mon worth of like nice monk robes.
Okay.
And you like the two waiter brothers have exited the scene in a hurry, and you all are on your. I guess you guys are on your way. I assume.
Indeed.
To meet up with your friends.
Back to the city you came from, the other town.
Yeah.
I also like on my way out. I also throw just sprinkle of candy. Like this one's on the house, boy.
You leave a rain. Before you leave, can you give us what the name of your dish was again?
Vicks, Dayquil, and NyQuil.
Oh my god.
Ike shit. Oh my god. Ike shit. Okay. Yeah, that's an Ike shit for me. As you're on your way out, you receive a tap on your shoulder. You see a familiar shinobi, and she motions towards a certain direction. Back to our other group. So wait, is Ratbag still gone?
Don't know.
Okay, let's give him a moment. I think he went to the restroom.
Indeed.
I guess right now, Moo and Max, you guys can have an intermission. If you want to like add anything to your sheet, change anything, level anything up, add a like.
Yeah, I'm adding. I'm just adding to see like how much I have stuff.
Actually, Moo, can you add the Destiny possible cooking career?
Let's go. Let's go. That's worth it.
Right. So either blood or Purrs.
Yeah. So yeah. So back to the host club. Just the king, the king of Host-Club-Goers is sitting there, awaiting to be shown why any of you guys are the greatest host in the land. He sits there, waiting, expecting. He looks at you, Hisoka. What are steps 2 and 3 of being the best host in the land, huh?
I look over to Blood's character.
Yasha?
Yasha, sorry.
Uh-huh. Hisoka looks over to you, Yasha. You got anything? Blood? Oh, welcome back, Ratbag.
What's going on?
Welcome back.
Bocchi and Yoshida have exited the scene, and so now we're back to you guys at the host club. Like, we literally just got back. You didn't miss anything.
Okay.
So what proves to me that you're the greatest host in the land, huh? Also, Blood.
Just shrug.
Oh, okay. Okay. Welcome back. Yeah. So Yasha just shrugs.
Nah, as you know, I am the greatest hostess here, or host here. Sorry.
I don't
you
know
understand
that.
right? You know that. Come on, you know that. You
I
know
don't
me.
know that.
You know who I am, right? You know me.
I don't know that.
Well, I can show you that.
Can you roll persuasion?
Sure, I could try.
That's one success that you need.
Oh, nice. All right, fellas, here
I'll
you go.
make it possible. One success.
One success? It is
Yes.
possible.
One success.
A single D6.
You
A
need
single D6.
Natural one. You need a natural one to get this.
Damn!
I don't know that you're the best.
But you're right. You're right. You don't know. So let me show you. Let me show you I'm the best.
I kind of put my hands together, and I just do like 30,000 different hand signs in like the span of a second, and all of a sudden there's just 30 of me. And all of them at once are just around him shirtless. 2 of them are just dancing on him. 2 of them are like offering him towels. 2 of them are offering him meals. There's 3 of them just behind him, just rubbing his back, giving him a shoulder rub. You know, one dude just on his shoulders, literally.
God.
The man looks, and you see he is visibly impressed. But he says reluctantly, I got this treatment last week.
Last week?
Jozu stands up, almost knocking over the table. He has still failed to take off his shirt. It's the thing where, like, he still has the collar and right sleeve on, but the left sleeve is still off. Is like successfully off. And he says, and he snaps for a bottle of champagne, and he's brought a premium plastic kit champagne, and he kneels down to to the king and gets tweezers, and within a minute deconstructs the model kit and rebuilds it in front of the man within a minute. And then serves a drink to the man, to the champagne bottle. And he gives you a glaring eye.
I begin doing the YMC again.
I'm just sitting there shocked while about 30 clones are still doing what they're doing. I'm just sitting there shocked.
The man looks at the collective, the 30 clones, and Hisoka doing the YMCA dance, and says, I see both of you have collectively have gone to host school. Very very acceptable so far, but there's one last thing you need to do to prove to me. This man over here is already 2 steps ahead of you. He points over to Jozu. You both of you, all 3 of you, need to like figure out the last thing you need to do to prove that you're the greatest host in the land.
What the fuck are we supposed to do, Hisoka? There's 30 of me over there fucking rubbing that dude's shoulder.
The man stands up and says, he like slams the table and he says, host shouldn't keep attendants waiting. And he begins walking.
Wait.
And oh yeah?
I think what already happened on standing up, but sure.
Yeah, no, that's what I'm saying. He stands up for a moment, and when he begins like pacing to prepare to like, to like lecture you all, he chokes for a moment on his cape that Yasha is like having her foot on, and he falls to the floor, multiple glasses falling and crashing on him. He struggles to get up. His silver crown like having fallen off his head, and he looks at you 3. He like all of you collectively. He immediately knows it was Yasha's foot, and he looks at all of you with this look, his blank look, and he's wide-eyed. He is wide-eyed, and there's just silence. There's silence for a moment, and he says, solemnly, "You did it. The final step to being the greatest host in the land.
What?
Oh my god.
The final step, torture."
He's a masochist.
Torture? Torture's the final step. Torture?
He stands up and he claps. Bravo! Bravo! And he's like in tears. He's like in tears.
Oh god.
That was amazing.
We did it. Yasha did it. I told you she was the greatest host in the land. I told you. Hostess. I told you.
She truly is.
I told you.
And he is like shaking all of your guys' hands, like collectively. And Jozu just flips the table and just releases his leg restraints and just blasts off through the ceiling.
What?
See you soon, Jozu.
I'll get you next time, Tiguya!
Yeah.
Wait.
Sure
What
you
is
will.
so a loser?
Wait, so how far? A quick question. How far is the cabaret club to the kitchen?
You're like a few blocks away of it. As you're passing by, you see this man blast into the air very clearly.
I look at my sky.
Jozu blasted off again!
I looked up in the sky and was like, I'm having a sense of deja mustard.
The host, the host club manager, just shaking your guys' hand. He gives each of you about 3,000 mon for the shinobi, and then 4,000 to Yasha for the tip. And
Oh, there's one more thing. Tiguya,
Yes, that's me. Hello.
this one's been left for you.
Which one?
You. This huge pouch. I have no idea how much is inside, but it's from the clients you served early on this evening.
Oh, thank you. I have one of my clothes go and grab it. Thank you so much. Thank you. And like all 30 of them bow at the same exact time
and they just poof.
while I'm still standing.
Oh, like.
Yeah, and yeah, you retrieve the pouch. It's a tip of 1,500 more mon.
Oh my goodness.
Well, actually, Neutral.
What? Oh, what?
Oh god.
It's actually 1 million mon, but but it's from a different province that hasn't been recognized fully yet.
Okay, so
I wasn't about to overinflate your players' currency in pockets.
So now you
you have mon, but has been minted from the Comet Clan province.
You cannot use this anywhere besides with the Comet Clan. It is essentially useless.
You have 2 million of it, though.
Wow, look at that. 2 million of.
But it looks very similar to the mon that you all have been using.
It's the copper is brittle.
Wow. Hisoka, take a
But
look
it's
at
two.
this.
It's 2 million of it though.
Yeah, it's
Yeah, I know.
2 million of it.
Hisoka, take a look at this.
I walk over to examine it.
You,
Look at that.
you looking at it alone, Hisoka, it snaps in half.
Maybe we could like throw it at people, distract them.
You now have,
Ammunition.
you now have 2 million brittle coins.
Dude, that's awesome. What the fuck?
That's awesome.
Yo, that's 2 million ammunition.
Wait, how
Exactly.
are they being carried around?
Yes.
Oh, dude.
They're about in a purse the size of probably the man, either the size of Jozu or the man that you all had served, or Yasha, and you all had served at the Shokugeki,
Yeah.
at the Shining Doggo.
The shining dog.
So yeah. So you guys have, so essentially just you're carrying this somehow. The spherical woman kind of just sits there, just the most upset she's ever looked in her life.
It's
And-
about 58 kilograms.
Oh my god. You're carrying this somehow.
We're figuring it out.
The Oni woman is like nodding very slowly at Yasha. She has a very faint smile. And the host
Because
huh?
I actually have come to realize how terrible this job is.
Mm-hmm.
I actually walk over to the Oni woman and give her 1,000.
Oh. All right, then you're left with 4,000, and she looks down at it, and her lips kind of quiver, and she just gives you like a very quick hug, and just she doesn't speak, it seems, but she motions to just you figure generally she's asking who you are, just any way to remember you by.
How is she asking?
She's like with hand signs, like just she's like pointing at you and motioning like essentially like who are you? Like what's your name? Some stuff like that.
Yasha is the name.
She pauses, and she smiles. She smiles for what looks like the first time in a long time, and she walks out of the building, out of the hole made with the man earlier. You guys are left with your money. The woman is just kind of frowning and sitting there.
Wait, so everybody left their locations?
Have you guys left yet, or is there any last thing that you want to do?
I
go ahead.
Myself.
Mm-hmm.
I actually still have the bottle with the gunpla inside of it.
Oh yeah.
It's a fine collector's edition. Aged like fine wine.
Wait, so we're about to leave, right?
You're about to leave. Yeah, just Yasha is figuring out what she wants to do with this.
I'm gonna do something after she's done.
Okay, sure.
I lay it on the table
Mm-hmm.
and attempts to break the glass with very pinpoint precision.
Okay. So do what you normally do for your unarmed combat. I'll say the success rate to do it hard enough to break glass, but not hard enough to destroy the gunpla inside. I'd say that's 5 successes. Give me 5 successes.
Let's see.
It's
Yeah.
4. No.
Oh, it's 4 now.
Wait, is it?
Oh wait.
It's 4.
You just make sure.
You can always use an Nike chit.
But actually, how did?
Right, neutral?
You could use it. You could use an Nike chit. You could use an Nike chit to, I believe it was, add another roll to it. but I believe it adds like karma, like 1 karma.
1 karma.
I would like to point out that Jozu left a completely perfectly constructed one like at his table that's been tipped over and is on the floor right now. I don't know if you'd want to take that one or you want to do yours instead.
I'll keep the roll like this.
Okay.
And see what happens to it.
Okay. So you want me to describe what happens to it?
Yeah.
So you form your hand into like a chopping pose, and you kind of bring it down almost slowly. You divide the bottle, and the plastic model comes out with a and it like drops onto the table, but the plastic model down, like the hips down, is also bisected in two. You realize that you have accidentally also cupped the plastic nub it was attached by. So the only way to fix this is to find somebody who could say add adhesive to it or something.
I'll take both versions.
Okay, nice. Write down. Oh wait, Takkul, what did you say the drink was called? Like, what grade what grade would this be considered?
This is a perfect grade.
A perfect grade.
Nice.
That's an easy fix. Those are huge. Okay, add 2 perfect grade model kits. One label it as 1 Yakzan Yoroi ground type, and 1 Yakzan Yoroi levitation type, because it's just
Oh
hips
my
up.
god.
You got that?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, sweet. I guess all I would say is you realize that Yakzan mobile suits, not mobile suits, Yakzan Yorois are unique, to which they have like metallic mouths, unlike most Yoroi, which don't usually have traditional faces. This face on these Yorois are the most human-like, as it, I guess, well, for reasons that you can only assume, maybe it's easier to relate artistic value to it. Something. You're not sure. But yeah. You pocket these ginormous, frankly, plastic models, and yeah, you reconvene with your 2 friends. What were you? Yeah.
I'd like to point out that all of the gunpla I'm gonna collect, it's just not gonna be explained how I store them.
No, not at all.
Yeah.
Not at all. They'll appear.
It's around 24 to 28 centimeters tall.
Yeah. They like, it's like you'll pocket them and then they'll automatically appear in your player home. In the collectible shelves.
Like Fallout 4.
Yeah.
Like
Bobbleheads.
Yeah. So, did you want to do something, Hisoka?
I don't remember. Right before we leave, I'll make sure I'm the last to leave the building.
You what?
I'll make sure I'm last to leave the building.
Okay,
And
sure.
then, well, are we leaving right now, or is something else gonna happen?
Our Ratbag Blood, do you guys agree to just leave the building, head back to the Bearded Draken?
Sure.
Yeah.
Okay. What's up?
I set the building on fire.
Oh. Okay. Continue. Sorry, I'm just laughing. I'm trying to.
Take an Ike shit. Wait, actually explain how you do this.
And why?
How I do it?
How and why?
Well, throughout the whole time that we were dealing with that king, I was making Molotov cocktails on the side. And I just happened to have a weird, like, attraction and, like, obsession with arson.
The move.
So anytime we leave a place that I don't think we'll come back to, I just set it on fire.
Make that a fade.
You know, I got a thing. This group isn't aren't murder hobos. They're arson hobos.
Yeah, I guess so. Like, both places they've been to have caught on fire. I would like to okay, so you all are walking away as like fire is beginning to just be set at this place.
So
Pretty much.
Just completely
So-
unexplained. Huh? Just like the manager is beginning to just yell fire as everyone evacuates.
So oh, no, keep going, Neutral. Just wanted you to fit.
The final thing, as everyone is evacuating, you guys are kind of looking back at you. Some of you suspect what happened. You see the Host-Club-Goer king standing there, looking at the burning, at the burning club, just watching the flames as you walk by him, and as you like pass him, you faintly hear the word. You see a single tear roll down his eye. He smiles faintly, and he says, "Rule 4, arson."
Oh my god.
So
I
what
was
about
like-
escape?
You know what would be a damn shame, Hisoka? If that place burns to the ground, that would be a shame.
Yeah, because the thing is, I do it without people noticing.
Oh
Yeah, I and I'm completely blind because I have my arrows up. So I don't even see it.
My
That would
God.
be a real shame, you know?
So as this is
Not
happening,
inside.
Yeah, go on, Bocchi.
so okay, hold on. So we're all leaving from our location at the same point.
You are beginning to just pass by a few blocks away from this building that is now on fire.
Okay, so I see the others. I go up to them and it's like, hey, so we got some leftovers. and then like all of a sudden, like not just looking back, you see like the what was it called? The Dodge. What was it called?
Mhm.
What was the building? What was the place we were just
Oh,
looked
the
at called
shining
again?
dogging.
The shining dogging. You see the amalgamation just burst out of it and just destroyed everything and run towards the burning building.
Oh my god!
It is now a Yoroi.
Now I just like-
You... Shiroi Bocchi, I would add another destiny.
Oh my god, here we go.
Inventor of the first biological Yoroi.
Let's go.
Okay, I get shit also. So you guys have essentially, just you all have essentially left Fickle Truth in just chaos. This place is like in pure chaos right now.
You know, Hisoka, I think we did a really good service to that place. I think for once we really, hunkered down and we worked.
5
And we
Shinobi
did-
run
we did
past you
everything
with money
proper.
bags.
I can't see him. We really did our best. Truly.
All you
I
hear is,
nudged Tiguya.
all you hear is
Yeah.
alarms.
Yeah, I kind of bring an arrow out.
I grab it and point it towards the shinobis that just ran by.
No, like they didn't take money back. It's just I was just describing the general chaos of like.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
Well, still.
We burned this place to the ground, didn't we?
You start
I
hearing the
first- I
alarms
shrunk.
getting closer.
Before any alarms get too close, a part of you feels that the world order is shifted, and that on maps all around the world, this tri-town area of Yakzan has been relabeled to the Dai town area of Yakzan, as there are only 2 towns now.
Oh my god.
Oh my.
Yeah, baby.
Have destroyed this place.
That's
awesome.
Before anything gets too chaotic, you feel a tap on your shoulder, and a white-clad shinobi approaches you and motions that you need to go to Dead's Island to meet up with your informant.
Okay, that's. Y'all ready to go? Hisoka? Yasha?
And, yep. And not.
Yeah, I don't think we have anything left to do at this place.
I still have the
I don't
leftovers.
think we can.
Yeah, you might be right. All right.
So, you all follow her particular directions. You leave that town in ruins, and you re-enter Dead Silent, which once again looks much nicer, considering it's not burnt to the ground. And the buildings here are much taller, hinting that this place is where they began development of the Tri-Town area, or well, now the Die-Town area. And so the buildings here are much more like skyscrapers. You are motioned to go into a building that has no labels or any signs as to what it's called. And all of you find yourself in a room just with paper doors. You're all served tea, and a man comes out, clearly dressed as a normal onmyoji. And here, let me pause the music. Alright. Okay. So, let me get this. Oh, this will be... Uh-huh. And then, boop. So all of you sit in a kind of circle as the shinobi woman dismisses herself, almost seemingly pulling something off her face, revealing that she was just a random Kugutsu with a parchment placed on her face, and she walks away, kind of confused. You sit in a circular room around an onmyoji. Hello, everyone. I assume you are all the... he looks at a little parchment. The Merciful and Cowardly Fists.
Yeah, I think that's us. I don't remember our name. Is that our name, Hisoka?
I shrug.
It's probably our name.
Probably our name.
I see. Well, I was given word from, well, your job provider that it is now an appropriate time to continue on your quest towards the ocean of Doragi. I was told to, well, brief you on where you'll be going and who you're looking for fully, as you were not given the full briefing, unfortunately. He places a parchment, he throws a parchment above him that kind of lands in a square formation around the room, and everything in the room shifts. The doors close, and all of you find yourselves, like, the world around you begins to warble and warp. And you all find yourself on a beachhead, a very serene beach. It's dawn, and the sun is just beginning to crest over the horizon of the ocean. And just over in the distance, at the very tip of the horizon, is what seems to be a white protrusion, like part of a skeleton, almost. The waves crash. The man places down a second parchment in front of you, with more kanji written on it, and he says, "I hear you are looking for him, the greatest Konghoki to ever live. Have you been told his name?"
The Great Gravy?
You're close.
Something about gravy, yeah. That's what I heard. Something about gravy.
I think you're thinking of Gravity.
I think it was gravy.
I thought you of all people would know who this Konghoki is. Usually metal brothers are more attuned to each other. He looks at you, Bocchi.
I don't know what you're talking about. Seriously, I don't know what you're talking about.
Okay, interesting. He places a parchment on the ground, and out from it, like, if you could pardon me again, Oh, give me just a sec.
Plump and juicy. Nice.
And then this one as well. Out from it springs almost like a hologram. Clouds burst forth from the parchment, and as they part, you see a massive Konghoki, a metallic man covered in what seems to be like a very rugged robe, and his face. Let me. You only see this.
Let's go.
Oh shit.
Joryoku, the new gravity. The man begins pacing back and forth. Joryoku, the new gravity. Do you know why he was given that title?
Probably blew up a moon or something.
You're not too far from the truth. There, in the sea, in the ocean of Doragi, he paces back once more. The ocean was named after a gargantuan monster, a titan of a creature, named, well, Doragi. At every point, it terrorized the people of the ocean, destroying their societies by the millions. One day, a warrior, stronger, more righteous than anyone that had ever come to be, stepped up to fell this creature. He had no name. He never was given one. He ventured to the very center of the ocean and fought Doragi to a standstill. At the end of their battle, he gave the last of his humanity, becoming an Azura and going berserk into a final attack that would finally end Doragi. There's a crater at the very center of the ocean that was created by him. He gave his life and his humanity to save the people, of the ocean. Ever since then, the ocean has been named Doragi in commemoration of the suffering that monster brought upon them, and that Konghoki, given the name Joryoku, meaning the new gravity. He stands there now, to this day. Warriors, day in and day out, have been sent to fight him, to hopefully put him to rest. They usually don't come back, at least not as the same person.
Huh.
Wait,
So that's-
serious?
Pardon, Max?
So you're saying is that he's just chilling at the bottom of the ocean?
No, he stands on top of what was Doragi, a part of his skeleton protruding out, forming an archipelago of islands at the center of the ocean.
So he's just sitting there.
Yes, waiting to be put to rest.
I mean,
And that is what you all are here to do.
So we gotta kill that guy,
Yes.
of all people.
Yes,
Well, that doesn't sound that bad. We've killed plenty of people, you know.
exactly.
Well, what's the big deal about him? I mean, I know he killed a big old monster and all that, but like, what's about him?
It kind of helps that he is the greatest Konghoki to exist in the world.
Well, that ain't that big a deal. Come on,
Let me take
how many Konghoki are
so he's just standing there, and he doesn't move in the same spot.
Yes, until he's challenged. And he stayed like that for centuries.
Wow.
I mean, if he's just there, then he's not really a threat. So
This isn't
why?
This isn't a mission of putting down a threat. This is a mission of putting a hero to rest.
He is a hero. He does sound like a hero. You know, I'll be happy to be a part of the people that have put a hero to rest. I'm just saying.
Of course, you'll be paid handsomely.
Okay, Hisoka, you heard that? We gotta go murder this guy. I don't care about him. Hisoka, he's dead. Hisoka, he's already gone. You can count it. Listen, you can count that mission already done, buddy.
I cocked my rifle.
How much money would we be paid? I have all arrows out right now. How much we getting paid?
Enough to become kings.
Kings. Okay. You just heard that, Hisoka? Hisoka.
I continue cocking it. I mean, this is just like
3 castles, Hisoka. 3. For just us 2. 3.
I have like 13 bites. I try to count when my fingers would fail.
The Onmyoji continues, walking along the sands of the beach. You will come to this beachhead. Directly, you will all you have to do is continually walk east of this exact location. You'll eventually find yourself right here. This is a popular location for amphibious Shiroi transport to one of the greatest capitals of the ocean. And
wow.
That will be the beginning of your journey towards the center of to the center of Goragi itself. Do you have any questions?
Not really. I'm just saying, how long you reckon till we reach there?
About 2 days. It's not that long a trip. Amphibious Jirois have become very advanced over the years.
You hear that, you guys? I think that's our next stop. Being over there, I think we're gonna have to put this poor guy to rest. You know.
I look at the man and take off my Tenga mask and tell him that the job will be done.
He looks at you. He looks upon your Konghoki frame, your teeth, your metallic skin, and he nods and closes his eyes and says, One metal brother for another. I understand."
And then I put my Tenga back. What?
The man says, "Well, that's all I needed to let you know. Hebizai wishes all of you luck." The Onmyoji goes to like the corner of the room to just, begin, taking back the parchments until something happens. The things begin flickering. You're not entirely sure what's going on. Yeah. I know. This is the end. Everything goes to black. You don't know what you're seeing. But the hologram, the silhouette of Jorioku, it begins looking at all of you, the entire party, collectively. Its mask opens up.
Oh.
And the man turns around and falls over and says, What? What? It's just a static picture. I don't understand. Jorioku addresses the entire party. And he simply says,
"I feel the presence of new warriors. Come. Will you fell me, or will you be crushed by the new gravity?"
Uh-oh.
And that's where we end the session.
Wow.
Base.
That was sick. Hell yeah. That was an awesome session.
That was pretty awesome.
Okay.
I had a blast.
Thank you. We're adjourned there. Any last words before end recording?
Also send it.
All right. 5, 4, 3, 2,
Meh.
1.
Nice.
Torch.
Crack.